taking this walk through nature, and I just know that I got to give you guys some form of message. I can't just be blabbering on about something. But when I'm out here, I get the right downloads, and the message specific needed to come out of me. The specific message that needs to come out of me. How about that? Sometimes the wording is off, but you guys get what I mean. I could beat myself up over it, or I could continue. And I think to continue is the best thing to do, because not every second is going to be perfect. Not every video is going to be perfect, especially if it is raw and uncut. So if you want to do something, you're going to have to slip up. You're going to have to fail. You're going to have to sound cringe or look like an idiot. In reality, you know who you are. You are an intelligent being, and you're having this human spiritual experience. If you don't believe in this, that's okay. Everybody has different beliefs. You must be open-minded, and you must listen to other people. Everybody must tune into that collective consciousness and realize that we are all one at the end of the day. We cannot create this division or separation any longer. We got to all get together and do the right things. Now, some people, they're not meant to be in your life. So the message I'm giving you is not to just go out and start befriending everybody and hanging out with whoever, because your energy is also very precious. You must know where you're at, what you're doing, and where you want to go. You can't always control where you're going to go, because God has a different set plan, but you can work in the present and work towards something. You must work towards something if you want to achieve something. You can't just get without giving. Very, very simple knowledge. And it's fun for me to just say it's very simple knowledge, because a lot of people will say something and then others will repackage it. That is where it all comes from, the collective consciousness. We all learn things from other people. It gets programmed into our subconscious mind, and everybody starts spilling it out. And if you ever have a thought, it just comes from a random place, you're not the only one to think it. It comes from the collective consciousness. Out here in nature, everything is living. The sun is living. Everything has some form of life force, some type of chi, some form of chi, that is. And we must be aware of that we have to take care of the environment. We have to do stuff. And, you know, sometimes there's going to be a fly in your house and you're going to whack it. You're going to kill it. But that's just what happens. You must forgive yourself for killing that fly, because we can't always be loving and peaceful to this nature. If you are a meat eater, there is nothing wrong with that. We all have different beliefs. If you're participating, it's okay, but know where the meat is coming from. At least invest into something that is organic, something that is pasture raised or organic or grass fed, whatever they say is healthy. Just try to go into it, or do deeper research on what you should be doing. Me, I'm plant-based, and I still eat some plant junk. Doing so much better. Once again, my life is getting better every single day in every way. So I'm very proud of myself for the changes I've made and the things I've done these past few weeks to just upgrade my life. Now, got a long way to go, but it just takes one simple shift in the mind to really get better. And for any of you guys who are struggling with any type of addiction, or you're not doing the right things for yourself, and you know you can make the change, you must truly believe in yourself and take the first step to making that change. As hard as it may be for some of us, we got to remember that it's all a mindset. If you tell yourself something every single day, like, I can change my life, I can control what I eat, I control what I put into my mind, my body, and my soul, then you will be able to make the change as long as you believe it when you say it. That is crucial. That is crucial at this point in time. So know what will help you and know what you need to do. If you don't know now, you have to figure out through meditation, going out and walking, eating the right foods, or trying to learn about eating the right foods, or getting out and exercising, and just figuring out what you need to do for yourself and what you want to do for yourself, and what kind of impact you want to leave in this life. If you're hearing this, you are somebody who can do this. You have the ability, you have the potential. You can do these big things if you really work on yourself. Now, for the people who don't hear it, people who don't see this message, it's just simply not for them. And they may have to figure out something from somebody else, or maybe they'll never figure out. But we got to have those people who don't know. We got to have the unaware ones in this lifetime as well. We can't save everybody, and some people have to live the test the way they have to live the test. Simple. But man, let me tell you this, guys. We all naturally always feel like we are doing the right thing, or we're in the right, whether we're in an argument or our actions. We always justify the things we do because of our programming, our mindset, our attitude, whatever you want to call it. Remember, there is always a way to do something better that you're doing now. There is always a better way to live. And you gotta drop that ego. You gotta put things aside and remember that you are the person that can make your reality better. You can upgrade your life. You don't have to be the same person for the rest of your life. You can do something better. Look at your environment and scan it. Be like, well, is this really clean? Is the way I am doing my daily activities in life the way that I enjoy to do things? It could be, but are you putting in the effort? Are you waking up? Are you having a rising routine where you wash your face, or you take a nice shower, you brush your teeth, and then you scrub that tongue? You do something that is really, really gonna help. Are you gonna do that? Or are you just gonna live the same way of just half-assing your life? Just think about those small things. Or your style, the way you dress, the way you conduct yourself. Are you putting thought into the way you dress? That is crucial. When you wake up and you're looking at the way you present yourself, are you doing it to the best of your ability? Is there a way you can upgrade it? Figure that out. If you don't figure it out, you're going to be the same miserable person your entire life. Now, if you feel like you found the way and you're okay with the way it is, that's good. But there is always room for improvement, even for people who live minimalistic lives with very little materials. But there's always levels to it. And you must figure out what level you could get to, or what level you want to be on. Why be on the same level of thinking, the same level of acting? How can you be somebody that actually cares for other people to a higher degree? How can you be somebody that speaks to a higher degree and actually captivates people and moves people in some type of way? There's a way to do it. And that's through studying. That's through learning. That's from giving a self-assessment of yourself. That will truly help you become a better you. So, when your ego gets in the way, when all of that gets in the way, you will not be able to see who you are, the way you're acting. If you do not understand this, you must ask somebody. You must ask somebody to give an assessment on you, and then give yourself a self-assessment, or meditate, or study. How should somebody be acting from a psychological standpoint? How can you treat people to win their trust, to win better influence over them? How can you do that? You got to figure it out. You can't still live the same lives with the same old wheels turning in the mud. You got to lift yourself up out of it and become a better version. It may sound redundant when I keep saying you got to be a better version, but I truly mean it. All this from the heart. I mean it from the heart. Like, you got to do something. You cannot just accept too much. It's okay to be content and accept what is now, but you cannot accept mediocrity. You can't accept living the same way and expecting different results. You cannot just talk about, oh, this and that, I'm going to do this and that, but not actually live like that person that is going to achieve something. We all have dreams. We all have ambitions. But we got to take a step back and remember that The only way that will happen is if we make those changes. If we become the person that we want to become. You can't be the you are now and expect to be who you want to become. Why? Why do you act this way? There is no reason to. I'm being so serious too. I know y'all can hear it in my voice, in my tone, the way I am saying these words. But yeah, I really need to just finish out this walk and get back into nature and get off the phone. I know this message is going to serve somebody well. I want to inspire you guys to do something better than what you're doing now and do something that will put you out of that comfort zone. Get out of that. Get out of that weird comfort mindset. Stop acting the same way you've been acting forever and say that you've done something to change, because we seriously have not done enough. And I'm even talking to myself here. I have not done as much as I should have done. And I won't beat myself up over this. There is no reason to, because I am getting better in every way, every day. It's going to happen. You will pop off. You will do the things that you want to do and achieve. But you got to actually want to change. You got to actually want to do something. So if you commit to it and you believe in yourself and you don't stop, no matter how hard it gets, no matter how many mistakes you make, no matter how many times you fail, you will achieve it. I'm being so serious. But why? Why are you living the same way and expecting different results right now? You make that choice. You got A or B. You take that red pill, you take that blue pill. You make the choice. Do you want to really achieve something, or do you want to be the same you for the rest of your entire life and then pass on the torch to somebody else and see if they'll achieve it? I don't know. All I can tell you is that everything is going to be all right at the end of the day. Your path is your path. Peace.